Okay, hello guys, welcome back to my, I don't know which video this is, fourth, fifth, I don't really understand. I'm Mark back here. I'm gonna show you all of this. Last time I showed you all my rocks and minerals collection. Some of them on this top shelf and some of them on this high shelf here. So look at all this cool stuff I'm gonna show you. You can see my cat here sleeping on my bed right now. Okay, so let's start with the bottom. Here on the bottom, I have some shells. Most of all on this big shelf, I have shells. Here I have fossils. Okay, so here are shells. Here's some fossils. Here's some more shells. Here's some more shells. Here's some more shells. And here's some rocks and minerals. And here's some other rocks and minerals. I have some feathers here. Lots of feathers. Many. Okay, so let's start with the bottom. Here I have some really fancy shells, like this. Really big. So, okay, these I got from Virgin Islands. They're really big, and they cost a lot. This one's really pretty, kind of yellow, this yellow color. I don't know what it's from, but look at all that shininess. Here I have some sand dollars. Here I have some clams, 3 clams with other shells in them I found. Here's some other shells I found in Miami. Here, this one I found, it's really cool. Here's a starfish. Here's another shell. They sleep upon rocks. Here's a spiky clam. It's really spiky, actually. Here's some snail shell I found that time. Okay, moving back on to fossils. Okay, here I have some coral, some snail shells. Okay, here's some real fossils. I have 2 fossilized shells here. This one you could see more clear. You could tell it's a shell, right? So here I have some little ones. Here is another type of, here, I move it this way. Here's another type of some kind of snail shell. Here's a clam, another shell, and here's, a covered clam. Inside might be a pearl, I don't know. Okay, here's a fossilized stem of some type of plant. This one is ovally shaped. And and here are circle shaped. Here are the cylinder ones. They're turned into rocks. Here are some small ones. This one broke, you could kind of still see it. Yeah. Okay. So here, where's my arm? Here. Here I have a fossilized shell in here. You could see the colors on the inside of it, like different type of sands. Okay, put it back on here. Here's a big tooth of something, some kind of animal probably lives in the sea. Here's some great white shark teeth. Here's some petrified wood. Here's a black bear's claw. Here's a ray teeth. There's lots of teeth, right? See them? Here I have some bone, whatever it is. Here's an imprint fossil of some kind of piece of wood or something. Maybe a stem of a plant, like all of these. But this is just an imprint fossil. Yeah, maybe that. Here I have some piece of backbone of some type of animal. It still has that sand stuck onto it. Okay, so moving on here, I have some jaw of some kind of beaked animal, I think. because you could tell there was a beak here. Here were the teeth. The holes for the teeth. Here's a head of a lizard. I think I found this. Here you could tell it's the nose. Here was the mouth. And here's the eyes. And here's the crest. And back here will be the backbone. Okay, here I have some missing bone of some kind of animal. Here you could tell this is a foot of a goat. Look at all this. Look at how thick the bone is. Like on the inside here is the flesh and stuff. But here, like, because it runs like this. It runs like this, so it needs this really, really thick bone for it not to break. Here I have some different pieces of bone. Here's some jaw, some kind of animal. I tried this on for this head of a lizard, but no, it did not fit. Here's some kind of bone of semi-animal. I don't know what this is. Here's the cap of it. You could take the cap off, put it back on here. Here I have some fossil of a shell. And here you could see this is a great white shark tooth. I'm using one hand because the other I'm holding the phone, so I can't really open the box. Yeah, so that's a great white shark tooth. Here I have a piece of antler of a deer or moose. Here was the flesh. Here you could see still some fur left over. This was the spikes, and here was going on the tall antler. This was only the base. Here I found these fossils of clams. Like, see that? You could tell it's a clam, right? This part is a little broken, but yeah, you could tell it's a clam. Here I have some others. This is all limestone, because limestone is just full of shells. Here, this is a fossil of a tiny shell right here. Here's one also right there. Here's some missing out coral. Yeah. And lastly, here's some imprint fossil of a shell. So one of these probably showed up, was stuck on here, then the mud turned into rock. Okay, now let's start from here. Here's a sand dollar I got from here, from California. Pretty big sand dollar. It's really fragile. Also, wait. Yeah, here, I'm showing it on here. All of these shells I found, and all of these shells I found, but these, I'll tell you about them in a minute. Wait, we're on the shelf. So here's some small shells I found in Miami, in Florida. Here's some other clams. Here's some long, sharp ones. This clam was pretty interesting because, yeah, it's like spiky and it uses that for protection. It doesn't really protect any of its body. It's kind of silly. Here's a beautiful shell I found, except for it has a hole in it. That's the worst part. Here you could tell it's a shell, but then it's only part of a shell. Here's some clams. This one looks really colorful and beautiful. Here's some others of the spiky shells. Now here, I also found these laying on the beach in Florida, but these was from here. They were also really beautiful. Here are my tiniest shells I ever found. So my tiniest one, I guess that one right there. Really, really small. Here's some other shells I got from here. This one you'll probably think it's just stone if you look at it this way, but it's actually a shell, and it has these spikes for the snail not to get stuck or whatever it was, a crab. Yeah, it's really shiny and polished. Moving on here, I have this giant shell, except where it was kind of broken right there. It's as big, it's like half of my head, if you can't really imagine it. Here I have some spiky ones. These I found right here, they're pretty big. And here are the spiky ones. Here's the biggest one. Yeah, that one's hiding right behind here. Okay, moving on to this higher shelf. I found all of these. These I found in Florida. These I found in California when I was snorkeling. So here's another example of one of those shells. Down here, it's just a small one. Here's another one of the spiky ones. I have quite a lot of them. Here's some clams. Here I have found a huge clam with some other shells in it. This one I found in a patch of quicksand. And, oh, wow, I have another spiky shell. I have a lot. Wait, let me count all of them. 1, 2, what else? 3, 4, 5. Wow, 5. Wait, this one was from here. This one is really interesting. Yeah. Here I found these in Florida. Yeah. Florida at the beach. I could find many interesting shells. These are really rare. This clam here I also found. It's really beautiful. Everything on this shelf is actually I found, except for this starfish, this big starfish. It smells really good too because of all the salty water. Here is some other shells I decorated around here, and here's the boy, and here's the girl. Can you tell the difference? They're both the same type of shells, except for they're different colors. I just call them family. I showed you the last video. Here's some amethyst, here's the quartz, here's some pyrite. This is not gold, guys. It's not gold. It's a different type. Back there I have some turquoise. Here's some other polished rocks. There's some smoky quartz there. Here's some other polished rocks. Here comes some really small ones. There's some tiger eye. Here's some obsidian. You could see. Oh, wait. And here's another type of obsidian. It's called snow obsidian. And it's used to be a type of metal also. Here's another type of tiger eye. There's shale, and here's jade. Jade is really rare. It's like gold nuggets. And here's also a piece of polished jade, I believe. Yeah. Okay, moving on to the highest shelf. Wait, what happened here? Yeah. Okay, here's the geode I showed you last time. Here's some other. Okay, let's start from this side. Here I have some feathers I just showed you. Here I have some other rocks. This one has layers like a cake. This one, the outside, the mother rock, is just some old limestone, and the blue crystals is just crystals turquoise. Isn't that cool? Turquoise crystals, I mean. Yeah. Here's some quartz and other stuff. This one is interesting. Like some brown weird rock here, and then concrete at the top. Might also be fossil, because I see like the coral stuff on there. Here I showed you these. Here's some geode I have. So here's some small ball of rock, and inside you have some crystals here, some really small ones, and here's the missing parts that we cracked open. Here's a big crystal, a pure crystal. It's not quartz because quartz is going to be kind of foggy. Crystal is really clear. Here's some amethyst. There's some obsidian, some laborite. This is amazonite. Here's the geode I showed you in the last video. Here's some sodalite. And here's some carnelian. And here's some sodalite crystals I found. It's really rare. I found these just stick up on in the dirt. Here's some other piece of sodalite. Here's an amethyst polished geode plate. Here's some smoky quartz, and here's some big chunk of amber. This one I didn't show you. Oh my gosh, what happened again? Oh my gosh. What keeps happening? Oh, there we go. This is some coral crystals. It was a piece of coral and it formed crystals on it. How cool is that? Okay, so all together this will look like this. My top shelf, lower shelf, lower shelf. Here's some shells, there's fossils, and there's the bottom shelf. Oh my gosh, what keeps happening? Okay, so yeah, my cat is still sleeping down there. Forest. Okay, so thanks for watching, guys. I hope you like. Oh my gosh, what keeps happening? What keeps happening? There we go. I hope you like all of this, what I shared with you. It was really hard to collect all these beauty, all the fossils, all the shells, all of the rocks, feathers. So I hope you like my video. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll appreciate that. So bye, guys.